Hi, in this video, I will be showing you problem number 29 of chapter 12, section 2. If vector v lies in the first quadrant and makes an angle pi by 3 with the positive x-axis and length of the vector v is 4, find v in component form. If vector A has components a1 and a2, then we know that a1 equal to vector length times cosine of the angle, that theta is the angle that it makes with the vector A makes with the positive x-axis. A2 is length of the vector times cosine theta. It is something similar to trigonometry, where you say x equal to r cosine theta, y equal to r sine theta, the same principle. So if you consider the vector A having components a1 and a2, or the end point of the vector has coordinates a1 and a2, then the x component is a1 and the y component is a2, and then it can be written from this triangle that a1 equal to absolute A cosine of theta, and a2 is absolute A, or the length of the vector A times sine of theta, where theta is the angle that the vector OA makes with the positive x-axis. So in this case, you are given a vector v in the first quadrant. So vector v is in the first quadrant. This is quadrant number 1. It makes an angle of pi by 3 with the positive x-axis, and the length of vector v is given to be 4. Then you are asked to find v in the component form. So if I consider the components as v1 and v2, where v1 is the x component and v2 is the y component, this means that the point A has coordinates v1, v2, which is a point with coordinate form. So from this triangle, you notice that v1 equal to absolute v cosine of theta, and the y coordinate v2 is absolute v, or the length of v, sine of pi by 3. It's also given that the vector is in the first quadrant. So absolute v, or the length of v, is given in the problem, which is equal to 4. So it is 4 times cosine of pi by 3, cosine 60, which is 1/2, that will be equal to 2. Same way we can find out, this will be 4. Sine of pi by 3 is sine 60, which is root 3 over 2. So that will be 2 root 3 if you simplify. So vector v written in component form, which we call it v1, v2 in the angle with the angle bracket, x component is 2, y component is 2 root 3. Hope this video helps.